funniest person in the locker room?
Oh, got to be Owen.
Mhm.
Got to be Owen.
Did he get you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've said this over and over. I was in one of these, you know how some of the places you go, you try to open the door and they're just really difficult to open when you're in the locker room. A lot of times they're open, but this time I don't know who shut it, probably Owen, but door was closed and I was in there. I think I was in there by myself. It was a smaller locker room, and Owen was in there and a couple other ones. They all walked out. Well, what I didn't realize is when I was going to go out of the locker room, when they closed the door, he put Vaseline on the door handle. And so I couldn't open the door. It was literally, my hands were all gooey. And I was like, what is that? Like, I didn't want to touch it. So I had to get a towel, dry everything off, and open the door. But it wasn't easy because it was slippery. So Owen did a lot of other things, that were, funny. I really think that we lost a good one. One of the good guys in pro wrestling, always a genuine person, always kind-hearted, always good to people, treated people well. So he was a good guy.
I'll just stick with Owen briefly because I've written a book on Owen and I've studied his career, I suppose, a bit more than most. Amateur wrestling credentials, pretty darn good, quite frankly, as well. You wrestled Owen on the house show loop for maybe a month or two. I don't know how long it was. Did you guys ever just have like a playful amateur, who's got the better technique, that kind of thing? Nothing that escalated, of course.
No, I mean, there was a time where we did it, but it was more of Steve Blackman, Bradshaw. I don't remember who else was there, but there was a few guys that kind of wanted to know what it is I could do. And so I was able to get in there. And then after it was over, Steve wanted me to teach him. Blackman wanted me to teach him. And so I started teaching him some things. Because like I said, you got to remember my skill set was the best in the world. There was nobody from Japan or the U.S. that could touch me, including Hoist Gracie. After the last fight we had, I beat the stuffings out of him. And so, I was literally at the top of the world in my game. So going into the pro wrestling, obviously, these guys had never really seen anything of this caliber, right? So I was able to go with a few of them. And when I did, they were definitely very eager to learn.